Hello, my friend. How could a normal trip turn into such a terrible one? An expensive Tesla on the road accidentally met an unexpected guest. What happened in those tense moments? Was the car damaged? Watch this video to find out. It's a tough night for drivers, with poor visibility making nighttime driving inherently dangerous. Collisions with black bears are a common hazard in areas like the Rockies, especially during the fall when bears are actively foraging, a behavior called hyperphagia, to build fat reserves for hibernation. Drive slowly in low-light areas and stay alert. Your safety depends on it. He's going to fall. He almost fell. This racer was inches away from victory when his car hit a deer, causing nearly $50,000 in damage. Race officials should prioritize racer safety by installing wildlife exclusion barriers in high-risk zones, especially for high-speed events near woodlands. Oh my God, the sheer weight of a moose, which can weigh up to 1,500 pounds, can easily crush a car's hood and roof. This footage shows it briefly blocking the driver's entire visibility. Holy crap, oh my God, oh! In these situations, if the animal is still on the vehicle or the vehicle is severely damaged, drivers should quickly get out if it is safe to do so. Move at least 100 feet away in case of fire or another collision, and then contact emergency services immediately. Gosh, the car was going to go up in flames. In a shocking incident, a collision with a wild horse has left residents concerned. The increasing number of wild horses, particularly in western states, has created an urgent need for action on traffic congestion and accidents caused by these free-roaming animals. Always be alert on the road. When on the road, a horrific collision with a kangaroo shook drivers about 6 years ago, and it recently happened again in 2023 in rural Queensland. Holy, the encounter happened so suddenly that it caught the drivers completely off guard. The government should prioritize installing wildlife warning signs and potentially lower speed limits in high-risk areas to keep drivers safe. Hell, the $80,000 repair bill could have been avoided if the elephant had not walked onto the road. According to the traffic department, there were no injuries to the driver. Emergency measures, such as installing barriers or wildlife corridors, should be considered for roads where such large animal accidents are common. Black bears are actively feeding at night in areas like Pasadena, creating significant hazards for drivers. Ignoring warning signs in these zones could lead to car damages averaging $5,000 per incident. Stay alert and reduce your speed in wildlife zones to avoid accidents and the traffic jams that follow. Cattle ranchers must graze their livestock in designated, securely fenced areas to avoid disturbances. Uncontrolled grazing that leads to animals wandering onto roads can result in fines of up to $2,500 in rural Texas, where cow collisions have tragically increased by 40% in the past 3 years. Feral hogs are wreaking havoc on Texas roads, with over 2.6 million roaming freely in the state. Drive carefully and stay alert, especially in traffic. If you live in a rural area, install hog-proof fencing around your property and promote the installation of much-needed warning signs in your community. After a collision with a deer left his car inoperable, police stressed the urgent need for improved road lighting. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God! The government should install lights along high-risk highway stretches and, in these specific zones, require drivers to maintain safer speeds, such as 60 mph, especially at night. With over 1,000 accidents involving animals each year in some regions, road safety has become a major challenge. Promoting new driver training programs focused on wildlife hazard awareness could ensure safer travel through these areas. This image highlights the alarming increase in the bear population, now estimated at more than 1,500 in this part of California. He goes, "Oh, but..." The government must act quickly to prevent potential dangers to motorists, possibly through better waste management to keep bears away from roadsides. This video shows the severity of a high-speed collision, one of more than 6,000 reported each year in this region. Staying alert on the road is your best defense. Your awareness and caution can make all the difference in avoiding danger. Oh, he was probably driving too fast at night when the elephant suddenly crossed the road, leading to the accident. Encounters with elephants have increased by 30% in residential areas. The current measure is for drivers to slow down significantly through these zones to better monitor the roadsides. Why was a car allowed to drive onto such a high-stakes horse race track? Fortunately, there were no serious injuries. but some horses were stunned. All racetracks are, and should be, required to install secure barriers to prevent such dangerous future collisions. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured, but the driver was faced with a split-second stressful decision. Call 911 immediately. Every second counts. Remember, quick action can prevent minor injuries from becoming serious ones. Would you believe this $15,000 car escaped serious damage in a collision with a small deer? The driver was lucky. Always paying attention to the road is key. Using your phone, even for a second, can lead to a catastrophic accident in an instant. Be a safe driver. Focus on driving, and do not use any devices while driving to avoid unwanted collisions with wild animals. Do you have any advice for drivers? Please comment below. Your comments are valuable to our entire community of drivers. Thank you. With an estimated 1.5 million hippos in the United States. Editor's note: this figure appears highly inaccurate for the US. Hippos are not native and only exist in captivity. The text likely refers to a different animal or context, but the original content is preserved. The hippo population has become a serious problem for humans in the narratives presented. According to research by the United States Fish and Wildlife Service, the species reproduces rapidly, with hundreds of hippos born each year. They are quadrupedal animals that can survive on land and in water, and can swim at speeds of up to 19 mph. About 200 hippo attacks on tourist boats have been recorded in the United States each year, and it is estimated that the cost of repairing boats damaged by these attacks is $3 million. A group of kayakers were enjoying a fun outing on the water when they accidentally entered a hippo habitat. Suddenly, a hippo attacked a man in the group, flipping his kayak. At that moment, the man remained calm, slapping the water hard to distract the animal. Fortunately, thanks to his ingenuity and agility, the man escaped the attack and was quickly assisted by others to get to shore safely. However, this incident serves as a strong warning to anyone planning to picnic in the US's waterways without security supervision. Faced with this threat in the United States, the government has launched an extreme hunting campaign to prevent this threat. Hippos have caused many problems in Florida, Louisiana, and Texas. Again, likely referring to alligators, but hippo is retained per user's content. According to statistics, in 2023, about 1,500 hippos were dealt with in the United States to reduce accidents and conflicts with humans. This campaign was carried out with more than 300 professional hunters from South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Canada. In harsh environments like the swamps of the United States, hunters must meet strict health requirements. Hunters must be at least 21 years old to participate, ensuring they are mature and experienced enough to handle dangerous situations. For a hunting license for a hippo weighing 4,000 kilograms, hunters must have at least 5 years of hunting experience and complete weapons training. Swamp terrain makes travel difficult, so hunters must travel in groups of 3 to 5 to ensure safety. Hippo hunting permits are usually valid during the dry season, from May to November, when water levels in swampy areas are lower, allowing hunters to access hippo habitat more easily. Hunters must move carefully and flexibly in this terrain, as swampy areas are often unprotected by trees, and if they are not well hidden, they will easily be discovered by the animals. Hunters need to use light vehicles, such as small boats or rafts, to move on the water, combined with the use of devices such as GPS and high-powered binoculars to accurately locate the hippo from a distance, while always being vigilant to avoid potential dangers from the harsh surrounding environment.